Hey everyone, this is Mike Corrado, and here is a quick video on what you will need to play a million songs. They're called Cowboy chords, also known as open chords. I've been gigging for decades. These 9 cowboy chords, with the addition of some capo knowledge, putting the capo on your guitar at different frets, put them in the middle here, the frets, will give you any chord that you will need in music and still follow the more comfortable open chord memorization, muscle memory, instead of having to do all the bar chords. Now, I love the bar chords. My students will tell you that. But this video is specifically for guitar players who want to be able to play songs and have never played songs and want to learn what it will take to do music without all of the physical stress. So this is step 1, the 9 basic cowboy chords. A minor, C, D, D minor, E, E minor, F, G. Now when I teach them, I use the string numbers as the biggest one is string 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, little tiny string 1 here on the bottom. These are your frets, fret 1, 2, and 3. All of those chords I just mentioned will have your fingertips pushing down on certain strings and frets within just the first 3 frets. So now we don't have to have the stress of all the rest of the guitar right now. Again, this is for beginners. So your fingers are 1, 2, 3, and 4. So that first chord I said A. This is what we'll use as our model. Finger 1, string 4, fret 2. Now string 4 would be the 4th biggest string, right? Not the 6th string, not the 5th string, but then the one right here, the 4th string. 2nd fret would be the 2nd space between these 2 metal strips. So how do you play an A chord? Simple. Finger 1, string 4, fret 2. Finger 2, string 3, fret 2. Finger 3, string 2, fret 2. So all 3 fingers are on the same fret. Now if you're watching this video and you're trying to learn how to play guitar, it's only been a few minutes and you've already learned your first guitar chord. We don't need a complicated book. We don't need anything else but the memorized shape for now. Put your hand on and off the chord many times and you'll memorize it. This is A, this is A, this is A, all right? That's how the guitar players can switch all their chords, and it's no big deal because they've memorized it. All right, so now I'm gonna run off all 9 chords, and you can pause the video and rewind it. You can make notes if you want to on a piece of paper, but this is how it goes. A major, I just went over it. Fingers 1, 2, and 3, all on the 2nd fret of strings 4, 3, and 2, okay? A minor, 2nd finger goes on string 4, fret 2. 3rd finger, your ring finger here, goes on string 3, fret 2. Your index finger goes on string 2, fret 1, just like that. C, pretty easy to get through from A minor. Just lift up your 3rd finger, put it on the 5th string, 3rd fret. So now you have finger 3 on string 5, fret 3, finger 2 on string 4, fret 2, and your finger 1 was still on the 2nd string, 1st fret. That's a C chord. Now, excuse me, now when you go to play all of these chords, you're not always supposed to strum all 6 strings. But if you're a beginner, don't let that bother you too much. I even tell my students, put down your pick and just take your thumb and just start strumming the strings. If you want to strum all 6 strings, if you want to strum 5 strings, you want to strum even 4 strings, at least you're just getting the left hand worked out right now. Don't overthink the right hand for now. That would be your next lesson, is what are the extra details I should know. Let's just get the chords down first. The next chord is a D. Finger 1 goes on string 3, fret 2. Finger 2 goes on string 1, fret 2. And then your 3rd finger comes in and forms this little triangle kind of shape here with string 2, fret 3. All right? So just like that. D minor. I like teaching students to go to D minor from D major. Take off your first finger, put your middle finger where that first finger was. that the first finger comes down to string 1, fret 1, and you get a D minor. Okay. E. E looks just like A minor, but we just lift all our fingers up a string. So you're going to have your middle finger on string 5, fret 2. You're going to have your ring finger, this is the third finger, on string 4, fret 2. And your index finger is going to be on string 3, fret 1. There's an E major. How do you play E minor? Just take your first finger off, and you have the sadder version of an E. That's what the minors are, more sad. The majors are a little more happy, right? You can also play an E minor with just your first 2 fingers on those strings if you want to. String 5 and string 4 on fret 2. Or you can use your 2 middle fingers like this. All right, so we've already done A minor, C, D, D minor, E minor. There's 2 more, F and G. Now going back to when you learned C already, if you're going in order, which I recommend, you were coming off of an A minor and you had your C like this. We had this like kind of diagonal kind of slope going down. Well, if you want to make it a perfect diagonal, you take these 2 fingers, you move them down a string. So you have your third finger on string 4, fret 3, your middle finger on string 3, fret 2, and your first finger on string 2, fret 1. Makes a little diagonal line like that. Now the real F chord, you're supposed to push down on both strings here. There's like a little bar. Your first time learning a bar if you're just getting into guitar, which is what this video is for. But if you just want to make the little diagonal line and keep that first string open, or even just drag your finger over it so it mutes it, it's okay. Okay, you're just trying to get this chord. I recommend going from C to F, maybe 4 times each. So you got that C and the F down. I remember learning that, and that's exactly how I did it. And I still use those chords all the time. The last chord is G. Now you can come off with this F, this C, and then even pull the fingers up again till it's on the 6th string and 5th string like that. And then put your pinky down on the 1st string, 3rd fret, and release your first finger, and you have a G. But most people will learn a G using not these 3 fingers, but these 3 fingers, your first 3 fingers, which looks like this. Second finger up on string 6, fret 3. First finger on string 5, fret 2. And third finger on string 1, fret 3. There's your G. Okay? Now eventually you memorize, 1 chord at a time, and you should end up, your ceiling for now is just going to be the 9 cowboy chords. Now how do you practice them? Well, instead of trying to get all 9 great all at once, which is going to leave all 9 of them being kind of like, memorize two of them. Make a little song. So let's say you have your A minor and your C, which is just moving 1 finger. Play them each 2 times or 4 times. That's what music is. It's a circle of time. In most cases, it's even, okay? Not all cases, but in most cases. So if I went like this, like, just took my thumb, it was just like 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm like not even hitting the strings all the way, just because that's what happens with beginners. You just kind of getting used to touching the strings. 4 times, I'll move to C and do that 4 times. Switch back. If you can do any 2-chord combination with all 9 chords and keep them nice and even, have that conductor in your head counting 2s or 4s with each chord, you are well on your way to be able to be that person that hangs out at the campfire or hangs out at the family party or whatever you're doing, on the beach with your friends, and you can actually bring a guitar and start to play a little bit, all right? It's magical once it starts to all come together. Now let's say somebody's like, hey, let's sing Sweet Home Alabama. It's like, okay, well, you got D, you got C, and you got G. So you go like this. Well, how does it go? Well, it's like 2 Ds, 2 Cs, tap your foot, and then 4 Gs. And then you repeat it. So it's like this. It's like, Sweet Home Alabama. That's a slow tempo. Because it's the same song as when somebody's got a pick and they're in an upbeat tempo. And they're like, Sweet Home Alabama. Or even like the riff. That's what everyone tries to learn first, and they go, I suck at guitar. You're walking the ladder, folks. Get the basic chords down in a simple way, and you practice long enough. You don't have to be some, special gifted musician. You can get to a much higher level by working on what is most important first. Good luck, everyone. The 9 Cowboy chords. Thanks.